for the purposes of demonstration, but at home you can take a lot longer in each one of these areas. Let's start with those shins. This one's going to be a slow one for most people. And it's well worth investing time anywhere that we're sore with this practice of myofascial release. The foam roller is just one tool in the myofascial release arsenal. And it's perhaps the first one that everyone's familiar with and where you could most easily start your journey. So after those shins, you can move on to those quads. You're invited to move freely up and down the way you see me, or you could stay at a particular spot where there's a lot of sensation or pain and work in small sweeps. You can do big sweeps, or you can do smaller, more precise sweeps. In 5 minutes, I will explain a practice that you should do every day until it's mastered. I switched onto my T-band, onto my side. And if every day we do a different practice that is health-inducing, we'll be able to stay in optimal shape for as long as possible. If you have hip issues, you're going to want to work closer to the hip. If you have knee issues, you're probably going to be more sore, and therefore you're going to want to work on that tightness and tension closer to the knee. If you feel good everywhere, you're supposed to sweep the whole entire length of that lateral aspect of your leg. Again, I'm doing this really quick. I'm spending a minute on each one, or a couple of seconds. I need you guys at home to spend 5 minutes per muscle group would be the best. What we're basically trying to do is put the most amount of pressure on the foam roller. So I'm not collapsing down necessarily, because that's going to make most of my body weight be on the floor. I'm going to leverage my body weight onto the foam roller to get the most amount of pressure. I can use my legs in different variations in order to achieve this goal as well. So after we've done both sides, it's time to continue creeping up. We're going to go up to the abdomen. We could spend a whole 20 minutes here one day. Closer to the rib cage, closer to the pelvis, everywhere in between. And we're trying to breathe deep as we do this. As we foam roll, in order to get to my chest, I have to bend the knees. Hands can be in front of the foam roller or behind the foam roller. Whatever feels best. And if you need some cushion for the knees, go ahead and get yourself a little pillow or fold the mat. Once you're done with the chest, you roll onto your side. In these same areas that we're hitting with the foam roller in broader strokes, we're going to be fine-tuning. We're going to be detailing later on with lacrosse balls or tennis balls or different myofascial release tools. What you don't see me doing in this video is relaxing into any spot, and I should do that. I shouldn't just move. I should also find a spot and be still. For the sake of this quick video, I'm moving to show you all of the area that I need to work on with the foam roller, but at a certain point, I need you to find your area of tension and breathe there and hold it for a few minutes until you release that tension, and then you move on. At a certain point, you're going to notice that if you practice this often enough, this won't do much. This won't feel painful anymore as it did in the beginning. So at that point, it's time to focus in, zoom in on the points that are still sore with different tools, perhaps, with more pinpointed tools. This is the broadest brush, the foam roller, level 1 of myofascial release. What I wanted to transmit was how you can move from one muscle group to the other in a very fluid sequence. How you can do this all with one tool on one mat or just on the floor in your hotel room, wherever you are. All you need is a foam roller, and you've got yourself a good hour worth of releasing to do. Don't be surprised if one side's more sore than the other. That's completely normal. What that means is you should invest more time in the side that is more sore. And with time, you'll develop symmetry in that sense. So if we were keeping track, we went from the shins to the quadriceps, quadriceps to the sides, IT bands. We went up to the abdomen, abdomen to chest, chest to the side, that lateral aspect of the upper body. Then I went to the back, then to the other side, and now I'm sitting on the foam roller. Supposing that I've got to get on with my day at this point, I'll finish like this. And after rolling on my glutes, my pelvis, hips, coccyx, all of those deep muscles down there that need a lot of work because we sit a lot, all of us sit too much. Well, at that point, you could perhaps get up and go all the